Sex is part of being human. Throughout history, people have shown it in art, stories, and later films and digital media. Today, we call these things pornography. In this video, we will look at how people have created and watched sexual content over many centuries. We will also explore why this matters to our culture, our values, and our laws. Pornography has always caused strong opinions. Some believe it is freeing, while others think it can be harmful. Let's take a journey through time to see how it all began and where it might be heading. Our story starts with the very first human communities. Early people made cave drawings and carved small statues showing the human body. Often, these images showed fertility or the hope for healthy children and abundant crops. In ancient places like Greece and Rome, erotic art was common, such as detailed paintings on pottery or on walls in cities like Pompeii. People back then did not always see these images as taboo. They were sometimes linked to religion or used to teach about life and nature, but as Christianity grew stronger, especially in Europe, these open displays of sexuality began to clash with new moral beliefs. Some artwork was hidden or destroyed, and it became harder to find open sexual images in public. Even so, the records we have show that humans have always been curious about their own bodies and desires. During the Middle Ages, the Church held great power in Europe. Sexual images became less public. Some were kept in private collections or shared secretly among wealthy people. But in the Renaissance, artists began to celebrate the beauty of the human body again. Painters like Titian and Caravaggio created art that showed nudity in a more open way. These artists tested the line between what was acceptable and what was forbidden. While many people admired their work, others thought it was sinful or improper. This tension between curiosity and moral rules became stronger as time went on, and it helped shape the future of erotic art. When the printing press made it easier to copy books, erotic writing spread to many more people. In the 18th century, books like Fanny Hill were controversial because they described sexual acts in detail. This led to debates about what was decent and what should be banned. The next big change was photography. By the 19th century, people could buy small French postcards with risque photos on them. This upset many moral groups, and laws about obscenity began popping up, such as the Comstock laws in the United States. Still, the popularity of erotic material kept growing. This showed that while people might not talk about it openly, there was, and still is, a demand for sexual content. The 20th century brought huge changes. As film technology grew, stag films, short adult movies, were shown in private clubs. Then, in the 1970s, adult films went mainstream. This era is called the Golden Age of Porn, with movies like Deep Throat showing in real theaters. This shocked many people and started a big debate about what should be allowed. Some felt these films were a form of freedom of expression. Others felt they were harmful or immoral. Around the same time, the rise of home video, like VHS tapes, let people watch adult films in private. This made porn much easier to get. It also helped the adult industry make a lot of money, sometimes even more than Hollywood. However, this growth sparked conversations about performer safety, ethics, and the effects of seeing these images at home. Many people worried about how adult content might shape ideas about sex and relationships. The internet changed everything again in the 1990s. People could now find sexual content online without needing a physical tape or magazine. Subscription websites began popping up, But soon, free tube sites let anyone with a computer watch adult videos whenever they wanted. This caused many legal and moral debates. How could we protect children from stumbling across such content? How should we treat performers fairly if their videos were copied and shared without payment? At the same time, the internet helped more voices get heard. LGBTQ+ creators found places to share content openly. Some producers focused on ethical porn, which aimed to be fair to performers and show real consent. People also started talking about the mental health side of watching lots of porn and how it might affect body image or views on sex. Governments tried to create rules around online sexual content, but the internet grew faster than most laws could keep up. Today, pornography has become even more personal. Platforms like OnlyFans let creators control their own work and connect directly with fans. Streaming services replaced DVDs, and people often watch adult videos on their phones or computers anytime they want. With this freedom come new questions. How do we guard against abuse or exploitation? Can we protect the privacy of performers and viewers? Many adult entertainers are calling for safer work conditions and less shame around their jobs. At the same time, critics worry about the effects of more extreme content and how it might change what people see as normal or realistic in the bedroom. As we talk more about consent and healthy relationships in society, these issues become even more important. The future may bring even bigger changes. Virtual reality, or VR, can make adult experiences feel almost real, and some companies are already building programs that put users in the middle of the action. Artificial intelligence, or AI, can create images and videos of people who don't actually exist, or put real people's faces into adult scenes without their permission, which is a serious concern. These new technologies raise big questions about consent, identity, and ownership. While VR and AI offer exciting possibilities, they also need rules and guidelines so they don't hurt real people. If history tells us anything, it's that technology changes faster than our laws and beliefs. We'll have to decide how to handle these new tools in a way that respects people's rights and keeps them safe. We have seen how pornography has changed from simple cave drawings to the high-tech world of VR. At every step, it has sparked debates about morals, freedom of speech, and how we view sex and relationships. Porn can bring pleasure and knowledge, but it can also cause harm if it spreads unfair or risky ideas about sexuality. What's clear is that porn isn't just about pictures or videos. It's about people, our desires, our fears, our laws, and our technology. As it continues to change, we face the challenge of balancing freedom with respect for others. We can learn from the past to shape a future where sexual content is made and viewed in ways that are safe, fair, and mindful of everyone involved. Thank you for joining this look at the evolution of pornography. If you found this video helpful, please hit like, share it, and subscribe for more topics about history and culture. Feel free to leave a comment about what surprised you the most. Until next time, remember that understanding our past can help us make better choices in the future.